In this section, I'll be discussing Bricklayer's About Us page. I'll be talking about the additions that Bricklayers should make to their page and the changes they can make to the content they already have on there. There are multiple additions to the About Us page that we believe will help Bricklayer have a better About Us page than all of its competitors. We believe having a better About Us page will lead to more customers and have customers learning more about their company. The first addition we suggest Bricklayer add is a careers tab to the About Us page. Since Bricklayer plans to expand its business in the near future, it is in their best interest to get more employees using a careers tab. On this tab, Bricklayer should have all the careers they have to offer at the time and the job description. This will make it easy for people to apply right on the website instead of contacting Bricklayer about it. On several competitors' websites, you can find a careers page like that in their About Us page. We found that a lot of companies show off their accomplishments using a timeline for their customers to view. We feel as at some point, Bricklayers should do the same in the near future and show off their accomplishments as well. Having all these accomplishments builds up the rep of your company. These accomplishments shown on your website will have your company looking like a more trustworthy to rent from than others. This could help boost the amount of people in Bricklayer's supplier network also. We also recommend Bricklayer have two separate emails and numbers for their customer service and all of their rental inquiries. This is so Bricklayer can have the ease of having all their customer needs separated and have the right people answering back to them. Customers are helped by this so they can get in direct contact of who they need to. On a lot of competitors' websites, they have their contact page on their About Us page. Most of Bricklayer's competitors have separate emails and numbers for different needs. Bricklayers should consider adding a contact page to the tab under their About Us section instead of a whole separate page for contact. One thing we notice about the About Us portion is that it doesn't have too much information about the company. Bricklayer should aim to add more information to it in the near future to help customers learn more about how the company operates. This includes adding a tab talking about how Bricklayer manages its rentals. Showing the customer a step-by-step process of how you manage your rentals will show the care your company has for them by making sure they get the best working equipment for the lowest price. Another tab Bricklayer should add is reviews/customers success stories. This section will share all the great reviews and success stories Bricklayer has had all over the time. The way they can get this done is asking customers after they turn in their rentals if they would like to take a survey or talk about their experience working with Bricklayer. Having all these reviews on your website will show future customers viewing the website how great the experience is with Bricklayer. We believe that Bricklayer should also get more involved on social media and add them all to their About Us page. We saw that Bricklayer only has two social media platforms at the bottom of their website, when most of its competitors had 4 or 5. Bricklayer should look to create a Facebook page, Instagram account, and maybe a YouTube channel. With doing this will help branch out and connect all across social media platforms. With these accounts, you can start a hashtag for customers to connect with your company and show off the work they did renting from Bricklayer. Next up, we're going to talk about the changes. The first thing we suggest Bricklayers should do is change the name of the Why Choose Us page to About Us. A customer can find it very confusing going to click Why Choose Us and the first thing they see is about the company and how it started. They want to know everything your company is going to do for them and why they should choose you to rent from. So that's why if Bricklayer chooses to change the title of Why Choose Us to About Us, they should still keep the Why Choose Us tab. And what they should have on that tab is all their information from their Why Bricklayer section that they had on that page. The last change Bricklayer should make is to the About Us page is the News tab. On this News tab, there's a news story called Case Study 1 that has a photo and no information under talking about it. The only thing under the photo is a link to the next news article. We recommend Bricklayer add information to this case study one so viewers aren't left confused by this news article. Most viewers aren't going to know what's going on if it's just a photo with no caption. Next up, I'm going to be showing a few of Bricklayer's competitors' About Us pages. First up, we have Big Rents. On this video, you will see Big Rent's About Us page and how easy it is to get to it right at the top. First thing you see is a video explaining everything Big Rents has. And then they talk about their company and what they do, where they rent, and how they have to rent. And then they show all their locations across the US. And then here's the timeline that I was talking about with all their accomplishments. And then you have their contact page, 2 emails and 2 numbers. And then you have the location of the offices. Next up, we have the About Us page on Dozer's website. On Dozer's website, it's a little harder to get to the About Us page. You have to scroll all the way down to the bottom, and then you find it. And then they talk about the easiest way to rent their equipment, all their locations, and then they talk about their suppliers and what they have to rent. And then they talk about what they have equipment for. And then they talk about how easy it is for customers to rent, and then how they manage their equipment rentals. And then they talk about their customer service, and then how you can connect on social media with them, and then their news and blog. Third, we have Michigan Cat rental company. It's a lot easier to get to the About Us page. The first thing you see is the About Us page, and then they have a bunch of different section tabs for what you would want to learn about their company, whether that's how to contact them, their locations, their sales reps, news events, and then history of it. And they have that all just packed into one, so it's easier if you just want to find one thing. And then you see at the bottom how they have a bunch of their social medias right there so people can connect with them and follow them. Fourth, we have Sunbelt Rentals. For Sunbelt Rentals Company, it's a lot easier to find their About Us pages right at the top. And right here, you can see they have a lot to offer on their About Us page with all these tabs. They have the Explore the Power Sunbelt, basically explaining what their company does and how they do it. And then you have their Careers tab. And then you have the promise that they have to their customers, which is nice. And then their customer success stories, so they can show off their great reviews from their customers. And then they have all their investors, suppliers. They have their news blog. It's a really nice feature. And then if you just click on their About Us page, it will basically show off all these things. And then it shows how they rent, the promise, shows you how to donate to the foundation that they got on there. They got their careers, a little more explaining what they do right here. And last but not least, we have the United Rentals. United Rentals has a pretty nice About Us page. From this recording, you can show that their About Us page doesn't have a lot just on there, but it's very informational. As you can see on this right side where it shows Learn More, you can find out way more about them. And they have it for every tab. With their Careers tab, they show all their careers within that Learn More. You can find out the job descriptions of them. And then for their news, you can learn more about it. And then their investor relations, it's a really nice feature to have. And then you can see at the bottom here, they got their social medias pinned